Hey people, it's Aya from Aya Wild Pilot Journey, and today I'm recording episode 14. Um, I took a flight lesson yesterday, and I was so exhausted, so I decided I'm trying to record these as close to the day as possible, and some days it's not the same day. So here I am. What did we do yesterday? What did we do? So yesterday I was not on the same sim, which was great. I was in the regular plane. And it was great to see that some of the actually things that I practiced in the sim actually came through when I was taxiing the plane. So I feel like taxiing the plane is a bit better for me right now. I'm feeling a little bit more confident in braking and in maneuvering the plane. I'm not like in the beginning, or I still am a little, but I'm like moving, trying to move the plane, like plane moves so much for me in the past. Now I'm trying to like really find the fine line of how much to press and how much to let the airplane go slowly and not lose bounds when it goes a little faster. Um, so yeah, so that's what I've been doing with the taxiing. Then we went up and we did a lot of landing practices. So we practiced landing in a different airport. It was Northampton Airport. I practiced landing twice there, twice or three times, and it was pretty cool. But it's stressful because it's new things. Like you got to make sure you keep the altitude at a certain pace, the speed at a certain space, not space. And if you actually and also when you and still keep looking in your instruments in the cockpit and not losing that. So like many times I kind of look a little bit and then I lose the altitude, or I keep speeding up when I'm supposed to speed down lower, or how would you say? Yeah, lower, whatever. Anyways, so that was what we did yesterday, and then we did some lazy eights, and which is banking one of the wings while pitching the nose up. So you pitch it up to one extent, but you also bank it, meaning like you put wherever which side you're going. It's probably was like about 30-60 degrees of a turn, so you do that like a lazy eight, like an eight. So when you're going down, when you're turning with the nose up, and then at the middle center of the eight, you're making the nose down. So it's like so you kind of learn how to turn descending and and how do you say that? Oh God, my words. Descending and going up and not losing a lot of altitude. So keeping yourself on a level plane, even though you're turning, whatever. So we did that, and then we did turns. We did. He was like, "Hey, see, go to that field. Now turn around that field." So I did that. I did turn around the field. Um, I find it was just a little bit. One of the things I forgot to mention to him, he sometimes he doesn't prepare me like we're gonna go here or there when we're up. We kind of this one was more like we're practicing. So I'm I'm almost like not expecting what he's gonna say. So like it's kind of like unexpected. Okay, fly me there, fly me there. Let's turn here. We're gonna be landing. Okay. So before I'm gonna say that, not only did we land in Northampton, but also we landed, which is a highway of 91. We landed on top of it. So you practice like killing the power and really like literally landing almost on the highway, but you're not landing. So that's kind of freaky because you're on top of the highway and there's no landing space there. It's like so it was kind of a little bit I was so busy doing the things, and at one moment I had this click and I'm like, well, this is kind of freaky, man. Turning off the power middle of like 1,000 feet probably. Actually, it was 1,300. No, it was a little bit more, 1,700. But still, it was like, okay, you're turning off the power at 1,700 feet, and you're getting ready to land, but then you have to put the power back because we're not actually landing. We're just practicing to land. So that's kind of was different than the one I just mentioned before, the landing in Northampton, which I actually landed. So I think what the practice that I need from this is like just keep doing it and just figuring out the right altitude for to make sure that the plane is on a exact level or to land, right? So it's not a the speed to slower to be slow at exact level just to make sure, yeah, there's a way how to land. Then we follow the traffic pattern a little bit, like meaning going going around the airport and the way planes come in. There is a way planes come in, otherwise it's like confusing, right? So there's some traffic pattern you have to follow. And I don't get it yet, but we practice a little bit on that. What else did we practice? Yeah, it was a stressful time actually because there was a lot of learning and a lot of stress of keeping the altitude and keeping the speed on a certain way and not descending too fast. Not descending too fast. That was like keeping myself balanced. So that's been my thing of what I've been done episode 14. I feel pretty confident um that I'm gonna like get through this, the instructor's like, flying is easy. I'm like, no fucking way. Flying is not easy. You in the beginning. You really have to concentrate on 30 different things. And I kind of feel like now I feel like I can concentrate a little bit on looking inside the cockpit in the altitude instrument, like this round circle, and then the speed, and then a little bit outside. But listening to the radio and making sure you're going in the right place and making sure you talk to the towers when you're in certain areas, all that. I was looking at myself and realizing how much I can't do that. Like while I was so overwhelmed, I was like, oh my God, the guy, which he did it for me. But I'm like, whoa, I don't understand how this is gonna happen to me because it's so many things at one time. But I think it's like, that's the training. And I am in the beginning. I got 10 hours, about 10 hours. I know, I think I said it a few times, 10 hours, just like, let's see, I think about 8.2, 9, 10. Yeah, about 10, 11 hours from yesterday, not counting the sim. So, yeah, it was a great day. Was a hard day, but it was great to experience this, and I'm grateful I'm doing it. All right, you all, if you have any comments or anything that you want to know about this journey, you can let me know. Have an awesome day. Bye.